Hey guys, so highly welcome back to my channel. If you're coming for the very first time, you are highly welcome. Today I'm going to show you two ways to store dry beans to prevent your beans from weevils infestation. Weevils, they are so bad. You don't even want them around your grains. So if you are interested, please relax, sit back and continue watching. So this is a bag of beans that I got from the African store. This beans weighs 20 pounds and I got it for $40. As you can see, there's weevil infestation going on in there. That's why you see the white powder. What this weevils does is it penetrates into the beans, into the grains, and continue eating it until it turns it into powder. And if I leave it like this, it is going to get really worse. So the first thing I'm going to do before storing is to try as much as possible to sieve out all those powders and some of the weevils. After that, then I'm going to show you how I will store the beans. Yes, I said some of the weevils because it is not really um it is not realistic at this point to remove all the weevils because some of them are already inside the beans. Some of them are already living inside the beans and they'll continue to stay there and multiply, okay, and turn these beans into powder. So the ones I'm going to remove are just the ones that are not living inside the beans already, and then the powder that they already created. So please, if you have grains in your storage, just go and take a look and make sure that this is not happening to them. Then you can also use this method to store it to prevent it from even happening at all. Here I'm just trying to show you guys the weevils and the powder that I sieved out. This is the last batch in the bag and it has lots of the powder and the weevils. If you look at these beans, you can see the black weevil living inside it. That's what I meant when I said that you can actually remove all of the weevils because some are already living inside the beans and they will continue to stay there and turn the beans into powder and multiply as well. So like these ones, you can't really remove all of them. So you just have to use a method of storage that will kill the weevils and prevent them from thriving. Now that we are done cleaning the beans, I'm now going to show you the first method. So this method, you just need an airtight container or a jar. If you are in Nigeria, I think the best thing to use is a gallon. You know, the gallon, like the 20-liter gallon or the 10-liter or the 5 liters, depending on the quantity of beans you want to store. Then the second thing you will need is hot dry pepper. So the mechanism here is that the airtight jar or the airtight container is going to deprive the weevils of air, and the weevils will die. Then the hot pepper will also help in killing the weevils that are inside the jar or the bottle. Okay, so the two things there are that you need an airtight container so that the weevils will be deprived of air. Secondly, you need hot pepper so that the hotness of the pepper will kill the weevils that are inside the jar. So just make sure you shake everything well so that the pepper and the beans will be mixed up together. So whenever you want to cook these beans, just pick it as you would normally do, then pick out all the pepper. You can also reuse the pepper, just wash the peppers and reuse them in your cooking. So that is the first method. The second method is using a Ziploc bag to store the beans in your freezer. Okay, freezing is the easiest and most effective way of killing a weevil, especially beans weevil. Okay, if you freeze the beans within 3 to 7 days, the weevils will die. They won't survive anymore. So this is the easiest method. This freezing method works better for people that live in developed countries where they have uninterrupted power supply. Okay, so it is just the easiest method if you live in a developed country. So with this, your beans is not going to go bad at all. It is better to start in time than wait for you to even see a sign of infestation by the weevil. Okay, just try and store your beans this way if you have enough space in your freezer. If you don't, just use the other method of using an airtight container. So these are the powder and the weevils that I sieved out from the beans. Those weevils, they are living, they live inside the beans and they stay inside the beans until they eat up the beans into dust, into powder. If you can take a closer look, you'll see them moving about inside there. Okay, they're all living and moving and just looking for things to destroy. You also need to dispose of this thing very well. If not, they can transfer to another of your legume or your grain and continue the process. So what I did here was just to add water and just pour it inside the toilet and flush everything. That way you're sure that it's not going to attack any other of your grains or your legumes. Okay, so that is how to dispose of these things. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed, and turn on your bell notification. That is the bell sign near the subscribe button, so that whenever I put up a new video, you'll be notified. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, stay safe and God bless you.